Welcome to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with Rebecca Hall Gruyter. In our program each week, we provide the tools, ideas, and encouragement to help you move ahead on your journey, becoming a more powerful and impactful woman in your own life. Now here's your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter.
Welcome, everyone. I hope you're having an amazing day. We're so excited to connect in with you live here on Tuesday afternoon as we connect in heart to heart. We've been talking about how to really show up in our life, how to take center stage and shine the entire month of July. And we've brought amazing experts to support you every step of the way, giving you wisdom, tips, advice on a practical and profound level to help you shine beautifully, powerfully out in the world. And when I say shine, what I mean is sharing your gifts, your talents, your abilities with the world. That's what I consider shining. And we have that opportunity every single day in how we are being in our life, the things that we're saying yes to, the things we're saying no to. And today we're going to look at how to have some of that inward shift, inward change, so that we can really bring forth our gifts and our talents. Because I feel like a lot of that starts on the inside, and then we get to bring it forward and share it with the world. So let's take a moment and stop and pause and take a deep breath together. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And I just want you to think about, if you've been joining us this month, think about what you're starting to incorporate into your life. What are you bringing into your life? So that you're on purpose, stepping forward and shining, sharing your gifts and your talents and your ability. Perhaps this is the first time you're joining us, is today. So we welcome you, glad to have you joining us. And you also can stop and pause and think for a moment. Have you been living on purpose? Have you been choosing to share your gifts and your talents with the world? Have you been choosing ways to move forward those things that matter most to you? Have you been doing that? And just feel in. It's just an awareness. And I find when we stop and pause and reflect on that, frequently we feel like, you know what? I could bring a little bit more forward. We can't always select those things that happen to us, but we can select our response to them. And so I just want to feel in together about what are those things that matter most to you, that you're wanting to see in the world. What is it that makes your heart sing when you see that happening in the world? What is it that you want to see a little bit more of? And how could you perhaps be a part of that? Just feel into that and see. And I'm actually going to take us into a space where we can stop and pause and listen, because I find so often we get pulled so many directions in the busyness of life. We can be here in be here in body, but not in spirit, not really be connected in listening. Those of you who are driving, I want to encourage you to stay safe, both hands on the wheels, eyes open, inwardly tuning in. But those of you who are able to, let's put both feet on the floor. Put one hand on our heart, one hand on our head, purposely bringing all of us in, mind, body, soul, and spirit. So all is present and ready to receive. Because you are not here by accident. If you are tuning in today, that is because there is something here for you, and I want you to receive it. So with that, hand on the heart, hand on the top of your head, bringing all of you in, mind, body, soul, and spirit, ready to receive all that is here for you. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Close your eyes. You're absolutely safe. Breathe out through the mouth like through a straw. Take another deep breath. See how big you can make your belly. Beautiful. Keep breathing. This type of breathing helps lower our stress levels, brings us very, very present, brings oxygen to our entire body, and if it brings us to a place where we can receive, where things aren't rushing around us, we're actually stopping and pausing and breathing and ready to receive. So in this space, as you're breathing, please continue to breathe. What is it that you need today? What is it that will encourage you, uplift you, empower you to shine, to share a little bit more of who you are with the world? What is it that you need and are willing to receive? What is it that you need and are willing to receive because you have choice? And feel into that. Sometimes it's an image, a picture, a knowing, a sound. We can use all of our senses to receive information. So what is it that you need today, real time, and are willing to receive? Go ahead and receive that information once you have it. Take another deep breath. Beautiful. Come back into the room, eyes open, fully present. I invite you to write down the information you received, what it is that you need and are willing to receive, so that you can keep it top of mind. It is so easy to get distracted, to get pulled different directions, to forget what it is. What was that thing I need? We can forget. So I want you to purposely choose to keep it top of mind, actively on the lookout to receive, and even be surprised at how it might come in a way you never would have anticipated, and be willing to receive that. Beautiful. Let's breathe that in. Wonderful. We're going to go around the room here, our virtual room, and touch in with our guests. We have two amazing guests today, and I'm going to invite them each to just share what was laid on their heart, about 15 seconds, 30 seconds, something that was laid on their heart. So, Catherine, I would love for you to start. What was laid on your heart when we stopped, paused, and listened?
The biggest thing is that I need energy to go forth in my work.
Beautiful. I'm writing that down so we can lift that up. Absolutely. So energy, that you're really calling in that energy to go forth in your work. So let's lift you up, sending you energy and support. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Absolutely. Absolutely. And how about you, Mary Beth? What was laid on your heart?
Self-love.
Self-love.
Starts with self-love and being open to receive what you touched on.
Beautiful. No, bless you. And we would
me up there, Rebecca.
I love that deep emotion and feeling with it. So that's good. We tapped in deep and released, which is great. So self-love. So let's breathe that in. And let's actually put our hands on our hearts, really pulling in that self-love and then sharing it with each other. But that really starts with learning to love ourselves too. So I love that. And filling ourselves up first so we overflow, part of that shining out. Beautiful. Thank you, Mary Beth. Thank you for sharing. And listeners, what was on your heart? What is it that you need today? Perhaps it ties into energy and self-love or encouragement. Whatever it may be, I encourage you as we go to our first commercial break here. Let me let you in on a little secret. This is secretly 2 minutes carved out just for you. So though you'll be hearing commercials that we also feel will serve you, that are playing in the background, I want to encourage you to stay present, to really listen to what's being laid on your heart. Give yourself the opportunity to process it on a cellular level, real time, fully present to everything that's being placed on your heart. And then when we come back, we're going to dig into the conversation, sharing powerful tips and tools to support you on your journey. So enjoy these 2 minutes.
Voice America Women. Your passion starts here. Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at speakertalentsearch.com. That's speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
If you've always wanted to take the lead in your life, but you don't believe you are a leader, then it's time to change that mindset. Leadership expert Linda Patton will help you discover the powerful leader that lives within and teach you the leadership skills that will transform your business and your life. Stepping into your leadership brings reality to your vision, and leadership can be learned. Find out more on Leadership Stars every Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the Voice America Women's Channel.
Become our friend on Facebook. Post your thoughts about our shows and network on our timeline. Visit facebook.com/Voice America.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 minutes, that you took the opportunity to pause and listen and breathe and receive everything that's being laid on your heart and spirit. You're going to have opportunities like that throughout our show, so you're able to fully integrate what's being shared real time, not adding it to your list to someday get to when we're less busy, but actually real time. While we're together, you'll have those 2 minutes to process and integrate. So those things that serve you will become part of you today, real time. So I'm very excited about this show and having all of you joining us, because I know there's amazing information here, personally designed for those of you tuning in. So welcome, welcome. Now, as promised, when we were coming back from that first break, we're going to dig into a deeper conversation. And I'm going to talk with each expert one at a time so they fully can dig into and share those things that will serve you on the highest level. But before we get into that conversation, let me introduce our first guest on a little bit more, a little deeper level, so that you understand more of her background. Mary Beth Stevenson, who you heard from the heart in the opening segment talking about self-love. Mary Beth Stevenson is a DreamBuilder Coach, hypnotherapist, TV show host, and producer of The Infectious You. And I just love that, infectious, that we can be infectious in a beautiful, powerful way. Love it. And an amazing speaker. She is absolutely passionate about changing your thought process to change your life. So it starts from the inside out. Please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing Mary Beth Stevenson to the show. Welcome!
Wow, wow, wow. Here's a crowd roar. Hi, everyone. Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Rebecca. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to go when you are. You want to guide me where you want to take me?
Absolutely. So welcome. We're very excited to have you here as well. And I love to start the conversation with why. Why is this helping people change their thoughts so they can change their life? Why is that personally so important to you?
Because I know that it works. And it's something that once you realize, it's like they say, once the rubber band is stretched, it can never go back to its original size. It's once consciousness grows and once you expand your mind to realize that it's about programming in your subconscious mind, you never can take that back then. So you have to keep moving forward. So it's something, once you learn that there is nothing that's too good to be true, completely opposite what we've brought up. There's nothing too good to be true. The word impossible actually spells out I am possible. There's so many things, and your thoughts that are not positive about you are a lie. So you just need to go into your subconscious mind, which means every time you hear a thought that is anything less than you, about your beauty, your reason for being here, that there are no accidents, that you're magical, you are the person that you're praying to and about. You have this beautiful, amazing, universal source, which I call God, right inside of you. It's, we were taught that it was so far away. So once you learn to reprogram the thoughts that you were brought up with, because of free will, you're permitted to think anything you want. So you get hold of a thought that comes into your mind, because about 69,000 thoughts go through your mind per day. And if you're not thinking your thoughts, they are thinking you. So you capture
yes.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No, I love it. I can hear the smile in your voice. I can hear the passion, and you just shared so much. I want to make sure we get a moment to just kind of let that sink in. No, I love you just said it so clearly and cleanly, that because it works. When we change our thoughts, it changes our life. And so really putting this focus, the spotlight on paying attention to our thoughts. And you just shared a huge number of how many thoughts are going through our mind every single day. But we have this choice of what we're choosing to listen to and choosing to accept and to believe. And a lot of these things, it sounds like you were starting to talk about this, are on that subconscious level. So we may or may not be as aware of them, but it's kind of running in the background. And that can be running us in good ways or not so good. And so really, being able to tap into that. And I'd love for you to talk a little bit about that, because I know this is a specialty of yours, of really working with that subconscious mind. So do you mind sharing a little bit about how people can start to tap into that and perhaps shift it in a good direction?
Yes, I can. I love this stuff. Okay, so when a thought comes into your mind, I'm just going to go right to the bottom line, okay?
Perfect.
Everyone,
Perfect.
So when a thought comes into your mind, and it's anything but something that you truly desire from your heart, and everybody at this point, because of the energy and the consciousness has lifted and growing and love, you're thinking differently than you did, years ago. So as these thoughts come up that are not part of something that you desire or you want, you immediately say, that's a lie. In your head, that's a lie. And you immediately put the thought in that you desire. And the biggest thing, because it goes out to be about 98% of what we do, think, feel, and act upon is programming. So you take that thought and you say, that's a lie, and you immediately replace it with something else. And if you can't think of anything about yourself, I don't know what I want yet, I'm not sure where I want to go, there's a lot of people out there that just don't know that dream yet, and that's okay. You want to feel healthy. You want to feel good. You want to feel love. You want to feel fit. So as you're doing that, even if you're in a situation where my big thing is weight, that's been an issue for me forever. So I have to immediately stop myself and say, that's a lie. That's a lie. I'm a healthy person. I'm my natural healthy body weight. And then what happens is the universe hears that and sets you up with everything you need to put into your life with what you truly desire from the heart. So it's not only thinking it, it's about feeling as if you already received it. And believe me, this works. Take the word try out of your vocabulary.
Let's go through this. Again, this is great. One of the things we love to do on the show is build our toolbox, because there's so many things as we're going through life that are involved in living on purpose and choosing to bring forward those things that matter most. And so, listeners, this is a great process, a great formula she just shared with you that you can start to add into your toolbox. So when you hear that thought that isn't true, what do they say, Mary Beth?
That's a lie.
That's a lie. And then you replace it. That's a lie.
I mean, I've been in public places and said, shut up. Like, it's out loud. And they look at me like you're crazy. And I mean, like, oh, that was supposed to be silent. Like, you know, when my monkey mind is just in there putting me down or, you know, like, and the universe has no sense of humor, Rebecca. So don't say, oh, I'm an idiot, or, you know, don't say that stuff.
It says okay. Exactly, okay. I love that. So let's call it what it is. It's a lie, and then replace it with a truth we want to claim. And I love how you gave us some. So in that moment, if we don't quite know, we can always fall back on, I want to feel fit. I want to feel healthy. I want to be healthy. Whatever those things I want. I am loved. Whatever those things are that we can automatically kind of plug in and reinforce in our mind and in our thought process. So I love that. Thank you for sharing that. It's a great starting place and a great process that we can build into our toolkits. Now, I know you have so much to share and I love it, but I also want to give you an opportunity to share about your show. You are a powerful, infectious woman. I love it. Dynamic and energetic. And I love that your show is called The Infectious You. Do you mind sharing what that show is about and where they can find it?
It's on the internet, The Infectious You, and www.theinfectiousyou.com. And basically, it's about stories of just mindful events, as if, you know, you're the more love that you feel, the more love that comes into your life. And it's wild because what happens is it takes a simple moment. You have to believe when you start to become aware of what the universe is giving you and the synchronicity, you have to believe that there's something so much more powerful and beautiful and that you're a part of it. And what it does, Rebecca, is it stops you from buying into the media and the fear and the doubt and the shame and the guilt. And it allows you to tap into the love and the synchronicity and the faith and the power of self. And, you know, that's pretty much what the channel is about. It's about,
beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that. And I love the term infectious because that can be used in so many different ways, but it's like it can't be contained. It spreads. And
you're exactly right.
I love it. And so what a beautiful vision that we could be infectious, bringing forward and contagious for all those things that matter most to us. And we can choose that. We can choose what we focus on and what we bring forward. So I love that you've created a show that's helping encourage us and empower us in that. And you shared earlier about the expanding consciousness and all that's going on today around that. Is there a piece of advice that you can share with our listeners today as they're starting to, you know, claim what is true and call out what is not? What are a piece of advice in what's going on in our world today and the expanding consciousness that they can start to incorporate into their life?
Well, consciousness has expanded, and I'm sure no matter who you are, everybody has to feel it. You just cannot help but feel it. And that means God is growing. And right now, or source, or universe, or whatever it is that people are comfortable with. There is more of love amongst us and more light than there is of dark. So you have to know that words are powerful and thoughts are powerful and the written word is powerful. And my advice would be, if you want to live in this amazing, and I call it an impenetrable pink bubble, because it's almost as if you're sashaying through the world as opposed to walking through it. And that can happen by just being positive, because whatever you're thinking, feeling, and doing, you're receiving. And the best way to know if you're living life right is look at your life. If there's something in it you don't like, then that's what you're putting out to get. Nothing happens to us by accident. It's purely a reflection of our thoughts. So that's what I would say.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for sharing that and that encouragement that we can be in a bubble and sashaying through life. I love that. We bring, but also to me, the vision of that is that we're bringing our attitude with us. We're bringing our view with us. We're bringing how we're seeing the world with us into every single situation. And we have absolute choice in that. And I love that. As we are coming to we have our next commercial break coming up here really, really fast. Is there anything else you would like to share with our listeners?
Just the main thing is, guys, everything that it comes down to, just love. I mean, when you can get to that place of non-judgment, and why would you bother to give your energy, your power? I mean, that's all that we are, is energy. Why would you give that to anyone else at any time, especially for something negative? And when you're judging someone, that's only a reflection of you. Don't waste your energy on that. Like, pull it back in, love it away, and forgive it away, and even forgive yourself. And I'm telling you, with the power that's coming to us and the downloads of the programs right now for us, you will soar rapidly, manifest almost immediately. So as good as your thoughts can be, it's as good as your world will be. However, if you're not thinking your thoughts, remember, they're thinking you. So if you're not aware of them, and you're saying, oh my gosh, this is happening to me, then this happened to me, then this happened to me. That's a victim mentality. You will attract more victim-like situations, people, places, thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So therefore, change them. Do not try to.
Beautiful.
Just do it.
Just do it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing, and that we can love it away. We can forgive, and we can choose our thoughts and what we claim as true. So what a powerful message. I so appreciate it. Listeners, as we get going to our next commercial break here, I want to encourage you to give yourself the 2 minutes to really be present and process. Mary Beth shared a lot of powerful information, and I want to give you these 2 minutes to process, breathe, receive those pieces that are just for you, exactly for you. Receive them, integrate them. And then when we come back, we're going to continue our conversation with our second amazing expert as we help you step forward and shine beautifully in July and throughout the year. We'll look forward to talking to you in 2 minutes.
This is the Voice America Women's Channel, where your success is limitless.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Relationship issues? Anxious? Parenting challenges? No more. Learn to live your best life. Tune into Straight Talk with top therapist, relationship, and anxiety expert Sandra Reish. Learn to transform your challenges into effective solutions. Whether it's relationships, parenting, anxiety, or other traps, Sandra will show you how you can live the life of your dreams. Listen live every Thursday afternoon at 6 p.m. Eastern Time and 3 p.m. Pacific Time on the Voice America Health and Wellness Channel.
Have you had a chance to check out Voice America's online magazine and blog, Press Pass? If you love our hosts and shows, check out articles that give an even deeper perspective. Plus topics about health and fitness, movie reviews, philosophy, business tips and tactics, spirituality, positive thought, current events, and even more about your favorite host. It's just a click away at vapresspass.com. That's vapresspass.com. VA Press Pass by Voice America. All access, all the time.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation. Follow us on Twitter at VoiceAmericaTRN. Get the lowdown on guests, new shows, and your favorites. That's VoiceAmericaTRN.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 minutes and having that opportunity to pause, breathe, and integrate all that was being spoken into your heart and spirit. And as we continue our conversation, I'm going to introduce our next guest at a deeper level. You heard from her in the opening segment where she was sharing about really wanting and claiming and needing that energy to go forth in our work. And I love that because so often we just press forward and we forget to tap into and ask for energy to keep doing all that we have in our heart to do, all that we're committed to doing and bringing forth. So any of you who are ever feeling a little bit depleted, we're just sending you love and support and energy, lifting that up so that you're able to continue in all that you are called to do, all that you are called to be. And one of the things that's amazing about our next guest is she builds that into every week, helping people raise their energy and encourage them on their journey. So she's walking the talk and supporting us in so many amazing ways. So let me introduce Catherine. Catherine Laub she's just prolific. She has 13 best-selling books, so 13 books that have all become bestsellers, many of them number one. She also is a recent recipient of the Indie Awards for her book and Health and Wellness, which is just a huge honor. She's a turquoise angel guide, the host of Celestial Spoon radio show that's on the RHG TV Network. We're honored to have her as one of our hosts, a speaker, a psychic, and a spiritual guide. She is absolutely passionate about helping you reach your potential and shine. Please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing Catherine Laub to the show. Welcome.
Thank you, Rebecca. I love speaking with you. It's great to be here. Thank you. Thank you.
You are so welcome. We love having you. Big hug. Excited to have you joining us today. And you have just brought so many amazing tools forward in all of the books that you've been part of and in your show. And you continue to remain so passionate about helping people reach their potential, overcoming no matter what. Do you mind sharing a little bit about why? Why is that work personally so important to you?
Well, that's because I struggle with mental illness myself. I had a couple nervous breakdowns and one dark night of the soul where I actually attempted suicide. But that was also an answer to a prayer that I asked God to help me start feeling better mentally and physically. And within a few days, that was his answer because he wanted me to experience what other people do to prevent others from getting to that point. And I feel that everything that I've learned on my journey with all my struggles, which, like I said, mental, physical, relationship-wise, family-wise, everything was put in my path so I can rely on my experience to tell people I know what you're going through. And I could get through to them a lot easier than most people can because they'll say, oh my God, I'm talking to somebody that knows and they understand me. And that's the best message because I just love to prevent people from getting to where I got to.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that and part of what drives you, that passion. And one of the things, this wasn't in your questions, but I would love to have you share a little bit about it. Do I have permission to go off the set of questions?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Definitely.
So I know turquoise, because we've talked many times, turquoise is a really powerful color for you. And you even call yourself the turquoise angel guide. Do you mind sharing a little bit of the power of turquoise and why you incorporate that into your life so much and encourage others too?
Yes, it was actually given to me from my angels telling me that turquoise is an uplifting color. It helps you focus. People that struggle on a daily basis trying to stay focused on what they're doing and not have their thoughts go crazy and everything. If you're going to stand on stage or in front of just even 3 or 4 people and you get nervous, wear turquoise. Use turquoise paper for your notes or white paper with turquoise letters. And put it throughout your house. I mean, you walk in every room of my house and I have turquoise, and people know me as a turquoise lady because they always see me wearing my turquoise. I like you said, I walk and talk my brand, and it's because the angels told me that this is a powerful color. And I highly recommend that people start using turquoise in their daily lives to inspire themselves.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. I found that so powerful, and what a great tip. And I have some turquoise for anyone who's wondering. I have some turquoise in my office here that I look at every single day. So I think it's really powerful to bring that in. I appreciate you sharing about that. Oh,
yes.
I know you shared a little bit of your why and helping others not take that step, helping them really stay positive and choose to be here and be encouraged and be uplifted. Can you expand some of your vision of what you're hoping others will have by you sharing as you do in books and on your show? What is your dream and your vision for those that you have the privilege of touching their life?
Well, my vision is the same as my own vision, is to be able to come off of being supported by disability and be self-sufficient. And I want people to recognize that they don't have to live life from their illness and their health situation. You can control your life. And just like Mary Beth said, if you change your thoughts and think positive, that is a big factor in changing how your life is. When I changed my thoughts and I posted around my house, I am healthy, it actually made a difference because I'm not reading the words, but they're there. And it's a powerful message telling myself I am healthy because those healthy words make a difference. And I want everybody to recognize that you can make a difference in your own life. What you need to do is reach out and ask for the support.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. I so appreciate it. And that reminder to reach out, that we're not alone. When we reach out, people are there. And frequently, I find they're actually reaching out to us. We sometimes just didn't see it because we were busy or distracted and forgetting to reach out as well. Oh, beautiful. And one of the things I thought was powerful and intriguing in the questions that you shared with us that we could talk about is about how summer is a really great time to kind of start the process. If there's healing that needs to go on, shifting that needs to take place in our life, the summer is actually a really great time to do that. Can you share a little bit about that?
Yes, because summertime, you spend more time outside, you're absorbing the sun, you're getting the vitamin D that you need, and in fact, vitamin D is a factor for helping you mentally to even out and balance. And then myself, I have a garden, so when you get into the garden and you're enjoying the growth of the plants and your hands are in the dirt, you're really getting grounded and connected to Mother Earth. And that's a big thing because when we're grounded and we're balanced, it makes everything in our lives go forward so much more smoothly. And the difference to me with summer and winter is I suffer from seasonal affective disorder. And that's when the sun goes in and you don't have the vitamin D that you need. So soak up the sun, enjoy the weather, and plant your seeds for your future and build your body up.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And absolutely, and how important that is, and to really honor the season and take in that sun and let it nourish you and balance you. And I love that grounding and planting those seeds for what we're wanting to grow. Just beautiful. You know, I love plants. I love growing things. So that especially resonates with me. So thank you for sharing that. And I'd love for you to share, absolutely, a little bit about your book because, your show. And if we have time, your book, but I want to make sure we touch on your show because one of the things we're talking about is what we're choosing to listen to. And so we've been talking about kind of our inner thoughts. But I also think it's important that we're paying attention to the environment. And you've been touching on that a little bit, like choosing to put things into the environment that are supportive of you. And I feel like your show does that. So I'd love for you to share a little bit about the Celestial Spoon show that you have.
Okay, so it started out as only spirituality, and then it branched out into sharing my own story about mental illness and overcoming and being a supportive show. So it's mostly self-help, inspiration, and spirituality. And I invite people that have messages and can help other people in these areas, and we just have a conversation, and it kind of goes where it's meant to go, where we're supporting the people. We're letting them know that the help is there and that they have the different outlets that they can receive this help. I am an authentic person. Like I said, I'm an open book, and I let people work with me on the show to let others get an experience, say, oh, I like that person, I could work with that person. But I also let them know the details of what I've gone through. Because when they hear those details, it's like, wow, I don't want that to happen to me. So that's where the inspiration comes in, that I overcame.
Yes. Well, and I find that so inspiring, too, because when we come to the end of ourselves, when we struggle or have those things that we face, how encouraging it is to have someone right there beside us that can walk with us. And you're not alone, and I'm right here with you, and you can overcome this. And here's some additional experts that can help you on your journey, too. So I love your show. I love that you support people so authentically and transparently in that. So those of you who are interested in that show, it's on the RHG TV Network, so my initials, TV Network, on the Empowered Voices channel, and you'll find that beautiful show every week by the amazing Catherine Laub, The Celestial Spoon. So we encourage you to lean in and say yes, and Catherine has even more for you. She has an amazing gift that she wanted to make available to you, and then I'll let you know how to find it. So, Catherine, would you share a little bit about your gift?
Yes, so that would be a vision board guide. For those of you that don't know, a vision board is something that you can make a poster or a notebook size or whatever size you want, and you put your visions on this board. It could be words. It could be pictures of cutouts from magazines. It can be pictures of your life. It could be, I want to win the lottery. A big thing for me was I put on my vision board, the first one was, I want to be healthy. So I put the big word healthy on it. Another one, I put down that I wanted to travel to Hawaii and the Caribbean. Well, 2 months later, I actually went to Hawaii on a sudden trip. So these vision board guides help you plan your future with your dreams.
I love it. And so your gift is helping them do a vision board, kind of giving them tips and guides to do that. Is that correct? Okay, wonderful.
Yes, it is. It's the steps to do it.
Beautiful, because I hear about vision boards all the time, and I know a lot of people are interested and curious to do one, but they're not always sure where to start or what to do. So I love that you're providing that way for them to connect into that powerful practice of vision boards and visioning and bringing it into your life. So thank you for sharing a couple of those examples of how it's worked powerfully in your life. Beautiful.
You're welcome.
Well, Catherine, thank you for joining us today, for your amazing gift. Listeners, as we get ready to go into our next commercial break, I encourage you to take these 2 minutes to stop, pause, breathe and integrate, receive what is here for you to support you and serve you on your journey. And I want to give you those 2 minutes to integrate. And then when we come back, I will let you know how to access Catherine's amazing gift. We'll look forward to talking to you in 2 minutes.
the Voice America Women's Channel.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at speakertalentsearch.com. That's speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
We're making it easier to listen to the Voice America Talk Radio Network wherever you go. In addition to listening live, you can check out information about your favorite talk show hosts, discover new talk show personalities, add shows to your list of favorites, and listen to all of our show archives on demand, all from your iOS, Amazon Kindle, or Android device. Download it from the Apple App Store, Amazon, or Google Play, and get ready to tune in. The Voice America mobile app, powered by Aircast.
The Voice America Women's Channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 minutes and gave yourself that opportunity to stop, pause, breathe, and integrate. And we've gotten some amazing tips and tools and insights that we can weave into our lives and we can weave into our tool bag to help us shine from the inside out, to really share our gifts and our talents in the world. So I'm going to encourage you as you go back out into the world to remember that and take your toolkit with you as you go back out into the world. And remembering some of the tools that Mary Beth had us add in, and really calling those things that are not true, calling them untrue. That's a lie. And then claiming what it is and what we want. What a powerful way to move forward. And then Catherine has given us an amazing tool to support us in bringing forward what matters most to us, really tapping in to the power of visualization and great encouragement. So our show, Great Encouragement, Mary Beth's show, Great Encouragement, and then we have her amazing gift of putting together vision boards and how to do that. So I promised I would let you know how to access that amazing gift. So write this down. It's radiogifts.net, radiogifts.net. We have a net full of multiple gifts. Scroll to today's date, which is July 24th. And scroll down, you'll see her picture. You're going to see her gift. We do have you put in your name and email address so we can stay in touch, and then you'll do the same for Catherine so she can send you the gift. And I encourage you to lean in. It's a free gift just for you to support you on your journey. And if you look at her gift and then look around, you're going to see a whole library of tools and resources there free to support you on your journey. Please take as many of them as will support you. I want you to have the same access to tools and resources that I do, with amazing experts that will walk right beside you on your journey. So lean in, say yes to all that is there for you, because part of that is your choice of reaching out, saying yes, and allowing in. So make sure that you're reaching out and you're allowing in those things that will help you, those things you need to support you on your journey, because it is not a solo journey. We're not meant to walk it alone. And there are so many people and tools and resources that can come alongside you, encourage you, and support you on your journey. And you can be that for someone else too. That's part of that reaching out. That's part of that shining in the world. And as I was talking with our guests behind the scenes here, I let them know we're coming to the close of the show, and I invited them to share just a quick share of something that you can take with you, a reminder to encourage and inspire as you go back out into the world. So, Mary Beth, I would love for you to share it.
I would just, if I could say one thing, it would be lean towards joy, just lean towards joy. There's such an amazing world when you come from love, and you illuminate it, and it comes towards you. So I would say that.
Lean towards love. Love and joy. I love it. Beautiful. Thank you. And I like that. Love, love, love. Wonderful. Catherine, how about you? What would you like to share?
So my biggest message is you must make yourself come first. If you don't come first in your life, you're not going to be there fully for somebody else.
What an important reminder that we have to be there for ourselves first, that we're allowing ourselves to be filled, then we can reach out and support others. A really important reminder. Thank you. I so appreciate that. Yeah. Well, listeners, I want to encourage you. So I have a challenge for you, or an extra credit bonus opportunity. That's something when I do workshops and programs, I learned very quickly. None of my people liked homework, but they liked extra credit bonus opportunities where they could get a gold star. So I have an extra credit bonus opportunity for all of you to get gold stars should you lean in and accept the challenge. So I want to encourage you this week to reach out to someone and encourage them, lift them up, kind of echoing support out to them and encouraging them on their journey, and to take one thing that you learned from today's show that was spoken into your heart and share that with another. I want us to be in action and in motion to touch other people's lives. And then if you want extra credit bonus, look for some ways to build support into your life. So I love how we're focusing more on love. We're choosing what we're going to accept as truth in our life. I think those are so important. But putting also some tools around you, paying attention to what's in your environment as well. And both Mary Beth and Catherine have amazing shows that can support you, that can be positive, that can feed into you. We also, I'm very excited about this, we've recently expanded our publishing arm to where we're bringing forth a lot of books. And it's getting to where we're going to be bringing forth 2 to 3 a month that we'll be bringing to the world and offering and doing best-selling campaigns. And I'm sharing this with you because the day that we launch each book, we're offering it for $1. So if you subscribe to our magazine, you can get the list, or you watch for our posts on social media, you're going to see us sharing those out. And part of the reason is we want to get these books, these resources, into as many hands and hearts as possible in a very affordable way for people. And so to honor each launch, we have worked with our authors, and they've leaned in to offering them for $1. So those of you who are readers, those of you who that's a tool that's supportive to you, I want to give you the inside track on that so you're watching for it and are able to lean into that opportunity. So today we've talked about a lot of resources to support you, to encourage you on your journey. And here is my heart's desire in all of this, that you remember you are valuable. You are so needed in this world for such a time as this. But it is your choice if you're willing to share the gift of who you are. And I hope you lean in. I hope you're willing to say yes, that as you go out into the world, as you step forth, you're willing to share just a little bit more of who you are with those around you. That's how we shine. That's how we light up the world. It's one heart, one life, one share at a time. So wherever you go, whatever you do, may you always choose to bloom where you are planted and shine. Have an amazing week, everyone. I'll look forward to talking to you next time.
Thank you for joining us this week for Empowering Women, Transforming Lives. Please tune in again for another edition with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter, next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific on the Voice America Women's Channel. And join us for a replay of the show every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific on the Voice America Empowerment Channel. Have a beautiful week, and may you always bloom where you're planted and shine.